Welcome back. The Borty and Nihar Show is back. Nihar, how was your trip? How was your India trip?
It was a long 2 weeks, but it was pretty fun. You know, got to see a lot of my family and, you know, spend time with everyone. You know, just go out to different restaurants. I watched the new Black Panther movie there.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but I definitely missed Chadwick Boseman a
Yeah.
lot. Like, he was such like a big thing for the Marvel universe, but now like his presence, now that he's no longer there, yeah, it's gonna be tough for that Black Panther franchise. But you know, I think they did a good job given everything they had to go through and all that stuff. But I know you were playing basketball, getting owned by the Indian basketballers.
Dude, it was crazy because, like, I was underestimating a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's one guy, apparently, he's, like, the number one player in the state for the under-16 team or whatever.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's crazy. I was like, oh, shit, like, he's actually, like, pretty solid.
Maybe he goes to the NBA.
I don't know about NBA, but, you know, I feel like he could be, like, he would represent the Indian national team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In, like, FIBA or something?
Yeah, maybe. Like, it was definitely a little humbling experience because I thought, you know, I wouldn't be able to. I could be able to, you know, take them
then
on.
you got schooled.
Nah, but to be fair, I haven't played in like 4 or 5 months up till that point, like an actual game.
Yeah, but you know, next time you got to prepare better because then when you go back to Hyderabad,
I'll learn.
you're actually like on top. You know, Nihar's gonna be in the NBA soon. This is just our chance for you to get a little bit behind the mind of what Nihar's about.
Also, I recommend the Buffalo Wild Wings in India. It's very nice.
Really,
I like it. Yeah.
Is it like? Wait, but do they give chicken in your area?
Yeah,
they have chicken wings, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They had this new thing. It's called like Dragon Fire.
Dragon Fire sauce.
Yeah, I forgot what pepper they did. Was it ghost pepper in it? It was like a sting of that. Yeah, that's what I got, that flavor. I think they still had 2 other flavors like we get back home too. Mm-hmm. So it was like Asian Zing and hot barbecue.
Asian Zing's like one of my favorite sauces. Really good. I love Asian Zing. It's so good. But no, you're back now. How do you feel now? How do you feel now that you're back?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
You feeling good?
I'm just happy to now see everyone again.
Yeah, I mean, we missed out on a lot of football news in the past 2 weeks, but we'll catch up here. We'll catch up today, and then we'll talk about some NBA. A lot has happened. I think when we last did our podcast, the FIFA World Cup didn't even start. Now we're going into the elimination stage for FIFA World Cup, so there's a lot to talk about today.
We did make our predictions, right? A couple weeks ago.
We did. And I forget what our predictions are, but we could talk about that.
I probably remember what I picked.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Then we'll go in a little bit of that. We'll go into that in a unique way. So stay tuned for how we're going to do that.
Boy.
But you'll see. But right now, we're just going to go straight into the top 5 r/NFL posts of the week. And the first one of the day is Odell Beckham Jr. was kicked off a plane in Miami on Sunday. The flight crew said the NFL wide receiver was in and out of consciousness and wouldn't put on a seatbelt, I'm told. And this is from Andy Slater. The Los Angeles-bound flight was delayed after Beckham refused to leave, making everyone get off the plane. Nihar, what are your thoughts on Odell Beckham?
I don't know. It was a really weird thing when I first read it. Yeah. I thought, I don't know, like he was saying, it was like he was tweeting after that, like this is like the weirdest thing I've ever experienced. Mm-hmm. And he said he never felt this kind of way before.
You think he was on something?
I have no idea. Because
I know some people were making lean jokes,
yeah,
and stuff like that, but man, what is OBJ doing,
but
bro?
He doesn't even know what happened. Like he said, he felt like something weird happened, but they're not just gonna kick you off a flight like that, you know?
I mean, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, right?
Yeah.
And if he's not following orders, then like the airplane staff does that. Like they'll threaten to actually ground the flight.
In and out of his consciousness, right? So like, was he like, was he not? They said he's not conscious then, or
for me, it was like. I thought he was going in and out of sleep, but I guess for him, it maybe for his perspective, it felt like one minute he's like aware of his surroundings, the next minute the surroundings suddenly change.
Yeah,
and I mean, if that's true, that's scary. But does that leave any cause of concern for like the Dallas Cowboys or the New York Giants to want to sign him?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I feel like it's like a very small thing. I mean, if you look at someone like, what Antonio Brown's doing, then that's like a very big thing. But Odell is, he showed that he could make a difference on a Super Bowl winning team, right? Like,
yeah,
he went to the Rams, helped them get a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel as long as he does his role, does his job, I don't think he's going to complain about anything. He's just going to do what it takes to win a Super Bowl. So I think there's no cause of concern for any of those teams to, not re-sign him or whatever.
Where do you think OBJ goes?
I feel like Buffalo for some reason.
Buffalo, okay.
I feel like Von Miller's making like this big push. He's publicizing like Odell's gonna be with the Bills. Like he's like, I'm not gonna let Odell leave this building, things like that. And he's like, I know Odell's coming to the Bills. Like he's just like speaking into existence. OBJ and Von Miller, they won a Super Bowl together. They're very good friends.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Buffalo is meant to happen.
Okay. A lot of people would say Dallas is where he's gonna go, and I mean. The thing is, I feel like a lot of people feel like OBJ is just going to slap on a helmet and then all of a sudden turn into 2016 Odell Beckham Jr. This guy is coming off an ACL surgery. That's not something that's like easy to come back from. And then also on top of that, you've not been in football shape for a long time too.
Everybody's saying OBJ likes going to these teams and just like seeing what's going to happen than rather playing football.
Nah, I guess it feels like he's kind of like just what do you think, like warming the bench sort of thing?
No, he's just like trying to sort of play these games like which team am I gonna go to, and then just like giving the media all the speculation like he's gonna go here, he's gonna go there.
What if at the end of the day he just does not go play for a football team this season?
He'll play.
Okay, we'll see where he ends up. When do you think that'll be announced? That OBJ news?
They said he's visiting the Giants first on Thursday. I think he's visiting them today.
So he's probably visited the Giants today. It's 10 o'clock in New York right now.
He's visiting Dallas tomorrow or on Saturday, and then the following Monday, I think he's visiting Buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I thought there were rumors of him thinking about San Francisco as well. I think
that died out.
I don't think that's not happening. Okay. I mean, I feel like I kind of tend to go with the Cowboys route. Like Jerry Jones loves his stars, his like the guys who get the viewership, and like what better match made than Jerry Jones and Odell Beckham Jr. But
see, I don't understand. Like you couldn't have kept Amari Cooper, who was healthy, but you're gonna sign a.
I mean, OBJ is not going to count. He's not going to cost as much as Amari Cooper.
That's I think that's also maybe. And that's a good point you have. Yeah.
And OBJ is like I said, like I don't think OBJ is gonna have that great of an impact. He's a great name, but what has he done for football? Apart, like he was doing good for the Rams, but he's out of football for a while, and
he's just been getting injured.
And
every year.
he's coming off an ACL injury, and I just want to I don't think like whoever signs Odell, I don't think it gives them a big boost in their Super Bowl chances.
I think so because
you think so?
He would be, even if he were not the number one, right? He would be a very good decoy, or at least a really good number two. That's what he was for a Cup, right?
Yeah,
I think it helped
the Super Bowl Rams team.
Cup a lot. It helped open that offense.
Feels like these rings are like. It's like he's choosing the team to win the Super Bowl. He goes and wins the Super Bowl with them. Is he going to have like 5 rings with 5 different teams every season?
I doubt, because, I feel like in NFL it's way different than something like the NBA where it's easier to ring chase in the NBA.
Yeah.
NFL it's harder because injuries come so fast and so unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only like a one game, right? Playoffs, like anything can happen. So it's not a guarantee.
I mean, OBJ, honestly, what if OBJ just waits till the Super Bowl and then signs with one of the teams for the Super Bowl?
Is that even allowed?
I don't know. Like, I don't even know what the free agent rules are, but that would be so funny.
The thing is, in football, not the best team may not win on any given Sunday, right?
That's true. That's true, and that's why we love football. That's why football is so great. But let's move on. Let's talk about this next one. The Zach Wilson drama in New York Jet football. Man, I picked the Jets to beat the Patriots, right? 3-3. Come on. The game was 3-3. They punt the ball away, and the Patriots win on a freaking punt return. What sort of game was that? And then you have the people asking Zach Wilson after the game, "Hey, Zach, do you take some accountability for that 3-point performance?
He let his defense down.
Do you take some accountability for that 3-point performance, or did you feel like you let your defense down? That's a damn good Jet defense. Did you feel like you let them down? No. I don't feel like I let them down. the hell? Like, that would piss me off if I was a Jets player. And then Rob Saleh comes in and says, yeah, no, we're going to roll with Mike White. I think he needs a timeout. So Mike White comes in and then lampoons the Bears, man. What a performance. Yeah. But clearly we think this is a learning lesson time for Zach Wilson, but it clearly isn't the case because this news right here says that after the touchdown drive, the first touchdown drive that Mike White threw against the Bears, White returned to the sideline and together with Flacco and practice squad quarterback Chris Streveler and the quarterback's coach Rob Calabrese, they watched film on a tablet and Wilson sat alone elsewhere. I mean, that's not a look that I want for my quarterback that I spent my second overall pick on, Nihar.
Yeah, I don't understand all the hype around Zach Wilson last year. Like, they said he wasn't even, like, that great.
Yeah, and then you have, like...
They just drafted him.
People
knew he wasn't ready.
And he's trash.
Exactly. He's not good.
Yeah.
And then also, I don't understand either because after he got benched, right? Like, he said, why me, right? Why did I get benched?
Yeah.
And then he followed up saying that, this is a humbling experience, right? So he kind of switched it up after. And then now you hear this thing where he sat alone on the sideline. Like, I don't understand. Like,
it just feels like he's just doing lip service to the media.
Yeah.
And he really, like, he comes from, like, I know, like, everyone's been saying, like, he comes from a uptight, like, snobby background. He doesn't quite understand. He needs to be a little bit more grounded and in reality a little bit. And, yeah, it's really disappointing to see. And especially when the Jets spent their second overall pick on this guy.
See, this just shows you, like, the type of coach Robert Saleh is, how good of a coach he is. Even though Zach Wilson went 5-2 as a starter, if you just look at the record, right?
Yeah.
Zach Wilson didn't perform well. And some could argue, like, hey, like, with him at quarterback, he went 5-2. Like, why make the change? Like, this is not just a quarterback change, it's a culture change.
Yeah.
Like, hey, like, you can't say those kind of things in a press conference and be like, hey, like, you're supposed to take accountability. Like, that's what happens. Like, I think Robert Saleh enforced that culture of accountability. Saying if you don't take accountability, then this is what you're going to get. Yeah. You're going to get benched. I don't care what your record was as quarterback. Like, these are the consequences you're going to have to face.
Right. And then you compare that with someone like Jimmy Garoppolo, right?
Yeah.
Who, like, they win games, but a lot of people question that Jimmy Garoppolo's quarterback play is not the reason why they've been winning so much. But when they lose, he takes accountability. And he takes it in such a professional manner. The locker room loves Jimmy Garoppolo.
They love him. Like, even if he's not, the most talented, or the reason why they win, people say, like, hey, like, even like the team loves Jimmy. Even when Jimmy wasn't the starter, when they were sticking with Trey, there were still, talks in the locker room, like, hey, like, I kind of want Jimmy back.
Yeah, because he's a classy guy, and people love classy people. And unfortunately, in Zach Wilson's case, that's not the case. But what do you think? Do you think Zach Wilson goes and sees the field at all for the rest of this NFL season?
I mean, depending how Mike White plays, I think we saw last year too. Mike White had like a 4-touchdown performance against Cincinnati.
Yeah, that was a really impressive performance.
I think he flopped the next game.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how consistent Mike White will be.
Do you think if they lose the Vikings game, do you think Zach Wilson comes back?
I don't think so because the Vikings are a tough team.
Okay.
And they're a 9-2 team, the Vikings. So I don't think it's really good to judge.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know, man. I feel like you want some sort of continuity at quarterback, so that's why you should roll with Mike White for the time being.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go. And what do you do if you're Zach Wilson? Like, what are you thinking right now, and what would you be doing right now if you're Zach Wilson?
If I'm Zach Wilson, I'm hitting the film room. I'm hitting the gym. I'm trying to make sure that I, as a person and a quarterback, get better because I want to get that trust back from the locker room, from the coaches. So I think that's number one. And number two, like, if let's say like Mike White does well, he leads the Jets to the playoffs. I'm trying to get out of there.
Ooh, okay.
Because like he's a number 2 pick, right?
Yeah.
I don't think a number 2 pick is gonna stay a backup, right?
Right.
I would say he has to find another place to thrive where he can be.
I think a lot of teams would like that rookie contract, right? Yeah. How many? I mean, he's
Panthers,
only on year 3.
Panthers are always there.
Yeah, Panthers are always there. But let's move on. We'll talk about Mike White in particular, especially like we said, everyone loves Jimmy G. It seems like it's the same story for Mike White as well. Jets quarterback Mike White is among the most loved players in the locker room. Players describe him to SNY, that's where the report comes from, as one of the most genuine and real guys on the team. Mike White is the Jets quarterback until he, not Zach Wilson, does something to change that.
Yeah,
What do you think?
That's a good decision.
Yeah.
Mike White's shown that he's capable of playing these games. We saw last year, like I said, against the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
We saw last week against the Bears, 3 touchdown performance, over 300 yards passing. Like, he's shown he can play. So
Yeah.
I think, and also they're saying that he has a good character as well, right? So if he has all that, the talent plus good character, then why not? Why would you not stick with him, right?
Right. That's my boy, Mike White.
Mike White.
Let's go. What do you think are the percentage chance that the Jets beat the Vikings?
Honestly, I don't give it too bad of a chance because the Vikings defense is not good.
Yeah.
And the Jets have a really good defense.
Yeah, and now they put 31 points up now. So like,
I mean, against the Bears, right? But like,
That's
yeah,
true.
like the Vikings defense isn't good, so maybe, who knows?
well, here, like even before, I mean, it was with Patriots who have great defense, but before they weren't scoring points because of Zach Wilson. Now you see they're scoring points because of the quarterback.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
I don't think Zach Wilson wins that game against the Bears.
That's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if Zach Wilson was starting, I think that would have been a tough choice for us to pick,
Yeah.
Jets or Bears. But yeah, it's also it's disappointing that the Bears have gotten better but have still been losing games. But you know, it is what it is. We'll just move on. We'll talk about. We'll not move on completely. We'll talk about the AFC West. As of now, we're recording this, and there's a game going on right now as we're recording this because the Bills and the Patriots are playing. And let's check the score right now. What's the score?
17-7 at the half. Patriots missed the field goal at the end of the half.
Okay, so 17-7. It is currently
It's still 17-7.
halfway through the
yeah.
it's almost like it's 5 minutes into the third quarter. It is 17-7 Buffalo over New England. Things are
New
looking
England,
good.
Make a little rally so we could do a live reaction of the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
2 minutes,
We could. If there's a 2-minute warning, we might just turn the game on and just have a live
Yeah.
reaction at the end. So we'll see. But right now the score is 17-7. Let's assume Buffalo wins this game. Who do you think is going to win the AFC East at the end of this?
Oh, you know who I'm picking?
Tell me.
I'm still stick with the Miami Dolphins. That hasn't changed with me one bit.
You don't think so?
The Miami Dolphins are the team to beat in the AFC, not just the AFC East.
Nice. Okay.
The Bills
so,
got to deal with them.
So if we're talking about the AFC East, let's just see how the rest of the scheduled games look. Okay. So let's
who do you
say
wanna
right
start
now
with?
it's 17-7. So we'll say the
take the L?
Patriots are losing. So then of the remaining 5 games, right?
Yeah.
They're going to at Arizona, who's
Yeah.
off a bye. Who do you think
I
wins
think
that?
the Patriots get that.
All right. At Vegas.
I could see the Raiders winning that, honestly.
Okay. So let's say the Raiders win that. Let's say Bengals at Patriots. Bengals. Miami at New England. Miami. And then at the end, New England at Buffalo. Buffalo. So there's the Patriots. And then let's do the Jets. So we have the Patriots at 7-10
Yeah,
right
they
now.
have a tough schedule. That was tough.
All right, the Jets at the Vikings. Let's assume Mike White starts for the remainder all the remaining games.
I'll still go with the Vikings.
Okay. And then Jets at Bills.
I think Bills get their revenge.
Okay. And then Lions at Jets.
I'm taking the Jets.
Let's say Jacksonville at Jets.
I'm going to take the Jets.
Let's take Jets at Seattle.
I'm taking Seattle.
Okay. And that's going to be a good game, though. And then New York Jets at Miami.
I'm going to take Miami. I'm sure Miami has to win that one, too. I don't think it's going to be a rest.
I feel like there's a little bit biased because you love Miami so much, but let's see how the rest of this goes. So we have Miami at San Francisco.
I'm picking Miami.
You're picking Miami. Let's say Miami at Los
I'm
Angeles
picking
Chargers. Then at the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, Miami's winning.
You
that.
think Miami sweeps the Bills?
Actually, wait. You know what?
Let's give them a little bit credit. Yeah, and then Packers at Miami.
Miami.
So the way you're looking at it, and then we'll do one more. We still got Buffalo, and Buffalo we just got to do 2 more. At the Chicago Bears and at the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
Man, that's a tough game.
Yeah.
But Chase was back, right?
I think Chase is going to be back. It's in Cincinnati.
I think Bengals take it.
Okay. Well, I feel a little bit different. You know how I feel about the Bengals. But here we go. at the end of this, you're
Hey,
saying
you were
the
wrong
Bills.
about Joe Burrow, by the way, saying he
Yeah,
wouldn't do well without Chase.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I have some apologizing to do for the Cincinnati Bengals. But for now, we got the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. They're both going to go at 13-4, but Buffalo's going to win the division. I think you gave the head-to-head. I think the second head-to-head, you're giving it to
Miami won
Buffalo.
the first one, right? So, and they both have the same. Apparently, they have the same.
I
division
might go down to conference record, I think.
Oh.
Let me check Miami real quick. So they were like,
because they lost to the.
Yeah. So you said, okay. So you said Buffalo has a conference record of 9-3, and then Miami has a conference record of 9-3 as well. So then, what does it come down to? I don't know.
Is it point score, point differential?
It might be, or divisional record is the same.
Conference record is the same.
Conference record is the same as well. But let's just say that it'll come down to them having the same record, and it may go down the wire in terms of tie-breaking. So you're saying it's still Buffalo and Miami. You don't think New England has a shot.
Nah.
And you don't think the Jets have a shot. But the Jets
I
still
would
make
give
the
the
playoffs.
Patriots a shot if this game they win.
Okay.
And
But
if
right
this-
now the Patriots are
yeah.
down 10. But we'll see if they come back, okay? We'll revisit that. But as of now, we see Buffalo and Miami just tie-breaking the division in Week 18. It's going to be one hell of a matchup. And it's crazy because everyone thought Buffalo for sure is going to win this division. So give credit to Miami for keeping things competitive. All right, let's go back to the next topic. And Nihar, you're going to love this topic because why? Carson Wentz has 2 more passing touchdowns than Russell Wilson this season, and he hasn't played since week 6 and has been benched. Nihar, please tell me, what is the state of Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos? And we want to hear it from you unfiltered. This is your chance to tell everyone how you feel about Russell Wilson.
The man's broken right now. I just don't know what to feel right now. I think this is probably the biggest drop-off from a player in their prime till after like one season. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. Like I've seen players, they get old. Obviously, they play bad. But he came off 2 years ago. He had a 40 touchdown season. The next year, even he had a broken finger, and even he missed 3 games, and he still had 25 touchdowns, 26 interceptions, and he missed 3 games. He doesn't even have 10 touchdown passes, bro. He's played, and okay, they're 3-8. He's played in 10 of those games. I know he missed 1 game. How do you not have double-digit touchdown passes, dude? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm watching the film. Like, you're not moving in the pocket well. You lost your speed. You're getting older. You're a short quarterback. You're missing throws. Like, dude, some of this shit is just inexcusable at this point. Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I don't think you're in the Hall of Fame as we speak, bro. Like, if you were just to take your 10 years in Seattle and just retire, you could have had a chance at Hall of Fame. You're not going to be in the Hall of Fame, like, unless, like, something drastically changes. Like, dude, even, like, a pass I saw him complete, bro, like, he was scrambling to his right. Like, dude, he looked so slow. It looked like he was running in slow motion. I'm like, dude, like, what happened to you? Like, you're getting older. You don't have your mobility anymore. You're trying to be a pocket passer. Like, no, that's not your game, dude. Like, dude, just try and scramble, like, make something happen. Be the Russell Wilson everybody loves and knows. Like, you've become the biggest joke in the NFL as we speak. Like, literally, I see so many memes of, Russell Wilson says, let's ride. And then the ride is some, like, roller coaster goes like this. And, that's crashing into somewhere. Like, dude, like, it makes me so sad, man. Like, I can't defend this anymore. I used to, the first couple weeks, I was like, nah, like, just give this time. Like, he's going to be okay. This is a new system. Yeah, there are injuries. It's a new system. All these things, right? But they brought you here. They paid you $250 million to figure out these things. I don't like when people saying, like, oh, like, Russell Wilson's the hardest working guy I know. Like, cut this guy some slack. Like, he's on a new team and, he works so hard. Like, nobody gives a shit. They want to see results. They want to see wins. You're 3-8. That's embarrassing. Like, like now, like people are like, is it Russell Wilson or is it Pete Carroll? Like Pete Carroll might have made you, bro. Like the way you see Gino ball out, like Gino's balling out in the Pete Carroll system. Is it like could Pete Carroll have known that Russell Wilson really wasn't that guy? Like did Pete Carroll protect Russell Wilson all these years? Like those are questions you got to think of. I don't know, man. Like it's sad. Like he's fallen off. He's washed. Unless like next year he has like the year of his life or has one of those Seattle years. I don't know, man. This does not look like a situation that can be fixed. The Broncos might be stuck with this guy for the next 3 years, and it's not going to look good if this keeps going on like that.
So it's some heavy words from Nihar Moramganti on one of his favorite athletes, Russell Wilson.
I still have his jersey, by the way. I mean, his Seattle jersey, so I'm not going to throw that away. But, like, I might be close to.
I think a Denver Russell Wilson jersey is probably out of the question for you now.
Remember when you told me, like, you should buy the Russell Wilson jersey? I was like, just wait. Like, I want to wait till the season goes on. I want to wait till, he starts playing better. And I'm like, like, I'm not going to buy his jersey now. Like, no way I'm going to waste money on that. Honestly, wait, maybe I could because it might be really cheap right now.
Maybe. But do we chalk this up to one bad season, or you think this is going to be for the rest of the Broncos?
It's only one bad season.
Okay.
I'm going to wait till next season. I think it's only fair that everybody comes back, healthy, right? Russell Wilson gets his mind right. And, if next year doesn't go well, then it's done.
I mean, this is looking like one of the craziest
trades. The worst trade in NFL history.
One of the worst trades in NFL history.
Maybe the worst.
Yeah.
Seattle, I think right now gets the third pick in the draft, next year's draft.
Isn't that insane?
Which I'm really happy about, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, you switched up quick, but so the Broncos play the Ravens next, and it's just not looking like anything's gonna change for this Denver team.
Thank God they were flexed out of the Sunday night game next.
Can you believe that,
dude? I was not about to watch a Broncos Sunday night football, bro. Prime time game.
Oh my God. No, the only thing that's keeping Broncos in games is the defense. It's really sad to see. And then when I was at the stadium,
worst offense. Again, historically, one of the worst offenses.
Number
in
one
history.
Scoring defense, the last number 32 scoring offense, and that's it's unexcusable. Especially when you saw in the last 2 years, Rams brought in Stafford, Tampa Bay brought in Brady, and then they're winning. They're winning the Super Bowl. So you think Denver's gonna follow that same formula, and that just did not happen. They're 3-8. I mean, the best they can do is 9-8. That's
still not going to be in the playoffs.
I don't think they're even going to make the playoffs.
You're going to have to beat the Chiefs twice. Then you're going to have to beat the Chargers. Then you're going to have to beat... Actually, I guess Rams and Cardinals, they're not that good. But still, knowing the Broncos, they'll find ways to lose to them as well.
They lost to the Panthers, man. The Panthers started Sam Darnold, who has not played in a long time. I mean... I'm sorry, for those who love Sam Darnold. Yeah, I know he's your guy.
Sam Darnold's garbage, bro. Let me just put that out the way. Sam Darnold's shit.
Yeah.
And the Broncos lost to that guy.
Yeah, I know. It's really sad to see, but Russell Wilson is...
What do you think? Is it just one bad year, or do you think it's over?
It's so hard to tell, man, because this looks really bad.
Yeah,
there's no bright spots anywhere in this offense. I mean, I'll ask you a question. You think Hackett is gone?
Yeah.
100%?
100%.
Do you think they clean house?
I think with their offensive staff, yeah, but defense, I think you got to keep.
Okay.
Their defensive coordinators, all that, whoever coaches that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think that everyone, I mean, I thought the Broncos would at least be competitive enough to make the 7th seed.
Make a wild card,
exactly.
Right?
I had them pinned as my 7th seed, or I had them pinned as a 6th seed or a 7th seed type team.
I had the Chiefs finishing last in their division.
They're now the first ranked team in the NFL. But hey, a lot of us thought the Raiders would be good, and the Raiders are struggling, but they're on a run right now. But that's a separate topic.
Go on 10-7 and close the season out.
Hey, it's possible, man. Who knows? But right now, the Broncos are not looking like a playoff team, and honestly, they're probably a couple or 1 game, 2 games away from elimination at this rate. I mean, they just lose one more game, they're having a losing season.
Broncos country, let's hide.
Let's hide. Let's hide. All right, moving on, because we unpacked a lot of sad things with Russell Wilson today. So let's move on to something more comical and more funny. And that's Lamar Jackson, fresh off a loss to Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, the man who is really good at keeping his team hyped and super passionate.
I get super motivated. I just want to run through a wall for that guy, man.
All right, guys, let's just score and win.
Just
okay,
play your best. Just like leave it all out there. Just leave it all on the line.
Yeah. So just keep your head up and stay confident, and let's do it. And then he did it.
That was a crazy drive.
2-point conversion, and the Jacksonville Jaguars win 28-27 over the Baltimore Ravens, who are now still number 1 in their division, right? But they're now tied with the Cincinnati Bengals. And we'll talk about the Bengals in a bit with the AFC North and how we think that's going to go.
Yesterday's price and today's price. Cincinnati going up.
Cincinnati, yeah. But Lamar Jackson, hearing all of this, is very angry. And he said, "Boy, shut the fuck up. Y'all be capping too much on this app." Because someone talked shit about him on Twitter. Yeah, motherfucker never smelt a football field and never did shit but eat dick.
So context to that, he was responding to a tweet saying, "Oh, like Lamar's asking all this money just for Justin Tucker, just to depend on Justin Tucker to kick game-winning field goals." And it's like, oh, like why, God. Like don't spend like $250 on Lamar, just like
let him walk.
Let him walk and have a well-rounded team, bro. Even without the money you're paying, they don't even have anybody. They don't even have receivers, dude. Like, they don't have running backs right now. They don't have receivers.
Is this tweet valid? Does he have a good point about? Does he make a good point that he leaves it up to Justin Tucker, or you think this is just bullshit?
I think it's bullshit. Dude, come on, bro. Like, Lamar's literally your offense, man. Like, who are they without Lamar, bro?
I can't believe, and the fact that Lamar was so sensitive to even think that's a possibility and reply and say, y'all be capping too much on this app, bro. Oh my God. It's just, what do we think? What do we think about Lamar?
Do you think he's bro? Like, you guys can't criticize because you guys have never played football before.
Yeah,
that's what he was trying to say. In the nicest way possible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But I don't think I understand. Fans can be ruthless and they be insensitive and
let Lamar walk.
The dumbest shit.
It's just hilarious to think that the Baltimore Ravens would just let Lamar go to another team.
Your franchise quarterback, who's been carrying you, who won an MVP, just let him walk. Yeah, that's
Twitter's so funny, bro. Yeah, no, I can't imagine that the Baltimore Ravens ever do that, and I don't think that man should ever be near a football team and how to run a football team. But losing to a Jags definitely is a that would
make me feel some type of way.
I don't know. I would be really pissed off. And now you give Cincinnati a chance to really get hot again and potentially make another Super Bowl run. So
Patrick Mahomes, you better watch out, man.
And they're playing Kansas City this week.
The one man you haven't beat yet, Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I mean, Chase
is gonna go crazy.
And Jamar Chase is coming back, right?
I
I'll give credit. They beat the Titans. I thought the Titans would beat the Bengals, and they still beat the Bengals still beat the Titans. So I'll give Cincinnati credit, but Cincinnati is a great playoff team. But I just still don't feel like Joe Burrow is on the same level as Allen and Mahomes.
He doesn't have to be. He just got to be himself.
And I don't know why we should not loop him in the same conversation as Allen Mahomes as the top quarterbacks in the AFC.
I feel like Burrow's quietly having a better year than Josh Allen if you look at the stats.
That's tough to say. I mean, he is winning games, and Buffalo is in a little bit of a slump right now. But I just
if you take out the first,
if I were to pick Buffalo to go to a Super Bowl or Cincinnati,
I'm taking Cincinnati.
You're taking Cincinnati over Buffalo.
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like, bro, Joe Burrow knows how to win.
So does Josh Allen.
No, he doesn't. Josh Allen,
he has a bad elbow right now. He's gonna get better.
Joe Burrow deals with stuff too.
What do you deal with?
mean, you know, he always like, you know, has like a knee or like a shoulder thing.
When did he have a knee or shoulder thing in this season? Joe Burrow dealt with a fucking appendicitis surgery, bro. Like
that too.
That kind of.
Thank you, for adding that.
Okay,
yeah.
but dude, I like people. That's like the most irrelevant body part in your body.
And he's having to deal with the worst offensive line in the league.
Wow.
To be fair, they've improved tremendously.
Yeah, but Cincinnati's still they're still sacking Joe Burrow, even though their main focus this offseason was what? We need to improve the offensive line.
But here's the thing. See, as much as, you know, we're hyping up Josh Allen and Josh Allen and all that, they're only one game ahead of the Bills. I mean, the Bengals. They're 8-3 right now, and the Bengals are 7-4, and they're about to hand the Chiefs a third loss of the season. We know that.
I don't think so. But do you think the Bengals win the AFC North, or is it Baltimore?
It's the Bengals.
Oh man, come on! You
It's
think
the
it's
Bengals,
the Bengals?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, the Bengals and the Dolphins are the two teams you do not want to face in the playoffs.
Oh man, come on! Like, what about the Chiefs? And what about?
Dude, here's the thing. I just feel like the Chiefs are so good. They're too good for like their own. What's that saying?
They're too good for their own good.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I just feel like, you know, we saw them collapse last year, right?
Against the Cincinnati Bengals.
We treat the Chiefs as some dynasty, like this unbeatable team. They've won one Super Bowl in 4 years. They haven't won a Super Bowl in 2 years.
They went to 2 Super Bowls.
It doesn't matter. Dynasties win. They don't just go.
They have been the most winningest team for the past couple of seasons. So they have been winning games. It's just when they reach that high of a point,
that's the thing.
Everyone is focused on beating them.
That's what a dynasty is. Dynasties finish those games. They win those games.
They still have a chance to be a dynasty if they win a Super Bowl this year.
They will not.
You don't think the Chiefs have a shot? I mean, let's be honest.
It's going to be easier to game plan for them in the playoffs without.
Do you think the Miami Dolphins blow out the Kansas City Chiefs?
I feel like they can. Yeah.
Oh my God, bro! You're telling me that Miami could beat Cincinnati. Miami could beat Kansas City 35-20. You think that's a score that they can do?
Because they stole Tyreek Hill from them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes, and Kelsey's been going off.
It doesn't matter. Like
Patrick Mahomes is everyone's pick for MVP right now.
But yeah, let him have MVP, but he's not going to win a Super Bowl.
Okay.
And my MVP is probably now, like, Tyreek's production's gone down, but still my MVP is Tua.
Okay.
Tua's my MVP right now.
I swear to God, if you said Joe Burrow, I was gonna lunge at you live on the set.
Joe Burrow is slowly playing himself into that conversation with these wins without, you know, Jamar Chase. And you know what? We're gonna see an explosion.
I don't think
Jamar Chase, bro, he's about to cook those guys, bro. The Chiefs don't have a secondary.
Bro, a hip injury is pretty severe.
Oh man, dude, the Chiefs. Oh man, they have no idea what's coming for them. They're fucked.
Okay. Well, that wraps up the NFL portion of the day. And a lot of lingering.
No more. Y'all ain't winning shit.
Okay. We'll see because this is a great week. We have a lot of great matchups this week. We'll talk about them. We'll revisit the NFL again in the NFL Week 13 picks. Unlucky Week 13, so maybe a lot of unlucky things happened this time. But right now, we'll just quickly go over the NBA, and then we'll talk a little bit about World Cup. I know there's a fun segment we got today for the World Cup. Nihar, I know you're excited for that one.
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, and then we'll go right back to weekend NFL picks. But really quickly, Nihar, let's just get your quick reactions on the top 5 NBA posts of the week. First is Ivica Zubac fouls out with the absurd 31 points, 29 rebounds on 14-17 shooting, and also added 3 blocks. One of the best performances this Redditor has ever seen from a role player. Sorry, he thinks Zubac is a superstar. Ivica Zubac did not come to take part tonight because he came to take over. Miles Turner had no answer. Jalen Smith, who? Ivica, quote-unquote, Wilt Chamberlain Zubac. What do you think?
Yeah, so Zubac, like, he showed a lot of potential on the Lakers, and he was starting to find his groove with the Lakers. Like, he started out slow, and then he started to, you know, develop.
Yeah.
And you could see, like, flashes like, oh, he could be a pretty good player. Mm-hmm. And then they just suddenly traded him. I was so caught off guard by that. I was like, wait, like, why would you not want to keep him? Like, he's a good player. He's a good defender. He gets rebounds. He wasn't the scorer at that time, but, now we could see he could score a lot of points. And what makes it so impressive is he did it against the Pacers, who have about 2 7-footers on their team.
Yeah.
Miles Turner and Jalen Smith. So I think the fact that he did it against those guys, and also just like this is so impressive. Like, you're not going to see a guy who gets like a near 30-30 game. Like, I feel like the last person did that was Shaq or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, this guy, like,
Insane.
I think he's starting to come into his own. He's probably, to me, he's more than just a role player. I wouldn't call him a star, but you know what? He's definitely more than just a role player to me.
Great.
And he's a very important piece on a championship team. And if Kawhi stays healthy, gets healthy later in the season, if Paul George starts to get healthy, you need Zubac there too to do his job, and I think he will do that. So
how does it sound like? How does it hear for Lakers, as a Lakers fan, hearing Los Angeles Clippers finals championship team?
That's not gonna happen. Clippers aren't gonna do shit.
Well, you just said that Zubac.
He can be, yeah, but it won't happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's.
The Clippers. Clippers
he
aren't.
almost
shit.
was there, guys. He almost was
I'm
there.
not gonna say anything.
All right. Next one. Dwight Howard fires back at Shaq for calling the Taiwanese basketball league a, quote, lifetime fitness league. Quote, you're too old to be hating. You're too big to be hating. What do you think about Dwight Howard in Taiwan and Shaq?
I 100% agree with Dwight Howard. I don't know why Shaq has always been a bully to Dwight Howard throughout the years since Dwight got into the NBA. Dwight always wanted to adopt this like Superman persona inspired by Shaq.
Yep.
And Shaq kept on saying, oh, you're not Superman. You'll never be me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Shaq would always like try to let down 2 players specifically, Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. He nearly ruined JaVale McGee's career with the Shaq to a fool. Yeah, literally. Like, a lot of teams were not even looking at JaVale because of that.
Damn.
And the weird part was, like, Shaq was talking about how much he misses Kobe. And, Shaq was saying, oh, like, if you know a homie who you used to party with, if you knew someone back in the day, just give them a call.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about how much he misses Kobe and, how much he wishes he had those times back and how he should be nice to people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he starts the next day, he says this shit about Dwight Howard. I'm like, you literally just said this thing about Kobe and about, life yesterday. Now you're bullying Dwight Howard. Like, Dwight Howard did nothing to you. Dwight Howard looked to you for inspiration for his career. And you're just continuing to trash the man. Like, let the man play basketball. Let him have fun. Like, he's having a good time there in Taiwan. He's balling out. Like, let him live.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason to pick on him, bully him. It's just unnecessary to me.
And you love Dwight Howard. You have his jersey.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember Sham gave him his jersey. Like, I think it was like, was it during college? Yeah, like it was like freshman year or something like that. He gave me his jersey.
Nice.
So I was like, I was like, I still have that. Dwight Howard was an important piece when we won the championship in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So I always gonna love him for that.
Great. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's great. I mean, yeah, let the man do his thing. Like, leave him alone, bro. And then number 3, Steven Adams teaches a young fan some manners. What do you think about Steven Adams and the Grizzlies?
Is why everybody loves Steven Adams. He's like pretty much everybody's favorite player.
Kind of reminds me of Aquaman.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah.
I think that's his nickname, right? I think they call him Aquaman.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they call him that.
Fitting.
He literally looks like
Yeah.
he could play Aquaman. So I like that Steven Adams is always real with people. Like, Steven Adams, like, even in games, like, he'd always break up fights. And sometimes it would be really funny because, like, Steven Adams, when he tries to break up fights, like, he tries to, like, remove the players from one side. And, like, when he tries pushing them away, it'd be looking like Steven Adams, like, literally lifting them up off the ground.
Like a bodyguard.
Like, he's literally built, like, he's a tank.
Yeah, he is.
Like, even, like, when Steven Adams sets screens in games, like, they're probably the most painful screens.
Yeah.
Because imagine, like, you're just guarding someone, then, like, you run into a Steven Adams screen.
Yeah.
Like, I remember Jimmy Butler said, like, somebody asked, like, Jimmy Butler, like, who's the toughest screen, like, you've had to go through, right? Like, what's the most painful screen in the NBA? He said it's Steven Adams because you don't want to deal with that. So Steven Adams is, like, a really nice guy. There's only positive things to be said about him. He just does mind his own business, tries to be positive. So,
all love, bro. Positive
everybody
vibes.
all love positive vibes.
Yeah. Great.
That's a hoodie. Remember, dude, that's what I was saying. Like, we got to make a hoodie like that.
Yeah, we should.
It's like you insert statement. And then below that, it's like
all love positive vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make that hoodie. We'll make that a hoodie.
I'm down, yeah.
Some Borty and Nihar Show merch.
Yeah.
All right. No, we like it. All right, moving on. We're talking about a vintage Blake Griffin. He finishes an alley-oop What do you think about the Celtics and Blake Griffin?
That's so weird. He's like, what, 33 years old?
Yeah,
Something
old
like
guy.
that. Like, that's crazy to think about, right? Like, someone old is considered 33.
Yeah.
Like, for us, you know, we would be like, hey, like, 33.
Yeah, like you're in the middle of, like,
But, like,
yeah.
He's like, I think it's not, he didn't really even jump that high. It was just a normal alley-oop to me. But I think they say vintage because Blake Griffin doesn't do those kind of things anymore. He doesn't do those dunks. He doesn't dunk as much.
He hasn't been making impact,
he doesn't,
essentially.
Yeah, he doesn't do those kind of hops.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think it was good to see, you know, Blake Griffin turning back the clock.
I think someone was saying we need to put stronger minutes restrictions on Blake Griffin so he just comes in, just does his vintage stuff, and then comes back out for the Celtics.
I remember one season, like, with the Pistons.
Yeah.
He didn't dunk at all. And then when he got to the Nets, he started dunking.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny.
It's like, we need that. We need that from Blake Griffin, right?
I think the thing is he doesn't do it as much because it's going to hurt his legs.
Mm.
Like, I don't think, because, like, doing those kind of things, it takes a lot of strength.
Yeah.
And then when you have to jump in the air, dunk, and then, you know, the landing too, right? It could take, like, especially for older players, it takes a lot out of them. So, you know, I think he wanted to give, like, that kind of moment of,
Makes
you know,
sense.
vintage Blake, but don't expect to see it too much in the future.
All right, and then we got what do we got? We got one more, right? Yeah, we got one more.
Banchero?
Yeah, and Banchero said, everyone talks about the Victor dude from France. He's talking about Wemby, obviously. I'm not trying to compare them, but Bol's 7'2", shoots threes, brings it up from the court, makes passes, and blocks shots. I feel like people kind of forget about him, but Bol's a freak of nature.
Bol Bol.
What do you think of Bol?
Bol Bol's really good. I felt the Nuggets did him a disservice when they kept him on the bench for 3 years. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they did him right, you know. I think even on the Magic, too, he wasn't getting minutes, and then, you know, they decided to start him.
Yeah.
And you're finally starting to see, like, what he could be. And I don't think when I see Victor Wembanyama's highlights, like, obviously Bol Bol's not as polished or as smooth the game as Victor, but you could see pretty much what he does, pretty much everything like Victor. Like,
so you agree with the statement?
Yeah, I do.
You don't think the Magic would need Wemby?
Nah.
Okay.
I think a team maybe like the Pistons would need him.
Okay.
I think the Pistons would have the number one pick if the draft were today. Like, Bol Bol, you can develop into a really good player. Like, I've seen Bol Bol, like, hit step-back threes, you know, block shots. Like, because he's 7'2", right? He's, like, 2 inches shorter than Bol Bol, but he's so lanky. He could spread the floor, you know, play defense. He could pretty much... He's like what you call it, like a Swiss Army knife. That's a term, right? That for something, someone that could do everything.
A lot of things. Yeah.
He could do it all. Like,
Great.
obviously, you know, the centerpiece is not around Bol Bol, but, you know, the talent, the potential, like, we could see, like, it's there. He's averaging about, I think, 14 points a game right now. I'm sure, like, as a starter, he's averaging way more, but I'm sure if you take what he was coming off the bench and then combine that with what he was doing as a starter, it probably brought up his averages a lot. So,
okay. Yeah, no. What do you think about the Magic, though, with both of these players?
I think these are two players you can build off of because they're so young. Paolo's shown that, you know, he's a guy that can get his own bucket, that can, you know, any given night can even give you 30. And, you know, he's you know, getting better as a defender. I think you have some good building blocks.
We want to see Magic in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, one day. I think in a couple of years it'll be.
Yeah, we want to see. How about Mo Bamba? How's my boy Mo Bamba doing?
I don't know how he's been doing. I think he's been doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Is he? He's not a starter for the Magic, is he?
Nah.
Okay.
He comes off the bench. So.
Yeah. I don't know anything about the Magic, to be fair. But yeah, no, that's the top 5 NBA posts. And now we'll move on to the FIFA World Cup, which is going on right now. Today, what happened today, Nihar?
Lukaku sold. That's what he did. Lukaku had 4 chances at a goal to just put Belgium up 1-0. All you needed is one goal. And you can't even make one. Off the crossbar, you miss an easy header. You miss an easy, like, kick. And then the 4th one, man, in the 89th minute, bro. Literally, the guy hits a beautiful crosser. All you have to do is just head it in. It's right there. Or just literally gather it with your chest, put it on the ground. I think that's what he tried to do. He gathered it with his chest, but the ball went forward to the goalkeeper instead of, like, near his feet. So then it was just like, you know, I know it happens, but it can't happen in that moment.
You know, Nihar, you had Belgium winning the whole thing.
I'll be honest with you. I was a little delusional with my pick.
Okay.
I wanted Belgium to win. But I just knew like this is a little older team. Their golden generation was 4 years ago. When they should have won 4 years ago. They're robbed against France. But yeah, it's like I thought at least, I think we all predicted they would make at least the round of 16,
we all thought
right?
they were going to make it to the round of 16. Yeah,
but
at least.
Like, you have so many opportunities. Like, how do you just miss that?
Yeah.
Like, it's a shame that a team like Belgium's not even going to be in the round of 16, especially when FIFA ranked them the second best team in the World Cup. That was a bit delusional.
People thought Argentina Belgium was going to be the matchup for the final, but Belgium doesn't even make it. Argentina qualified. Who do you got? Who do you got now for like who do you want to win now?
Who do I want to win now? USA for sure.
USA.
Of course,
we love USA.
My country, right?
Against
Our
Iran.
country, yeah.
Yeah, and then
who else? If USA doesn't advance, who would I want? I really don't know. There's really not a team to root for.
I liked France last year, but I don't want France to win again.
Maybe it's a team like. I think Messi's probably the GOAT to me.
Yeah.
I think my GOAT's Messi.
Okay.
So I'd want to see Messi also win.
Yeah.
Or if Ghana qualifies tomorrow, I want to see Ghana. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Argentina. I'm really rooting for an Argentina-Portugal final.
Is that how the brackets are set up? It would be
It's possible.
Okay.
It is possible for Argentina and Portugal to do a final because Argentina's in Group C.
Yeah.
And Portugal's Group H. So.
But hey, don't sleep on Spain though. I know they lost today, but Spain's a really good team.
Spain and Japan is also they beat Germany and Spain.
Yeah.
Like they are a really good team. But I mean, it's crazy to think that Japan could go to the World Cup final and win it. Like it's crazy. But
Japan's gonna be against Croatia.
That'll
be tough.
That'll be a very tough game.
And also, Croatia's also a sleeper team too, right?
I mean, but Croatia's been to the final before, so they
know
what
4
like
years
the path.
later, a little older, and
yeah.
nobody's really counting on them. Yeah.
But we're talking about all these countries, Nihar. Do you know where they are on a map?
Let's test it.
Let's find it out. Let's find out on a new segment in the Borty and Nihar Show.
Oh boy.
Can Nihar find it on a map?
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna set this up, and Nihar, why don't you talk a little bit while
which countries are all of them for the World Cup, or like just some of them?
Let's do all of them because
all like what 32?
Yep, all 32. We're gonna find them on a map. So we have the U.S. map, or not the U.S. map, the world map. Nihar,
right.
You can scroll up and down to zoom in and zoom out, and then click to drag. The first country I want you to find, we're gonna do it by groups.
Can I just do United? Can I just pick?
We'll do it by group, okay? So
right,
first group A. Okay. Could you find Qatar on a map?
All right, so Qatar's in the Middle East. It's Asia, right? Yeah, it's right here. Is it here?
Just you gotta click, and then to finalize your country, you gotta click it, and it'll turn a different color. So you're clicking that as Qatar.
Yes.
All right.
Am I correct?
Well, we'll find out at the end. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna select all the countries on the map, and then at the end we're gonna see if you're correct. Okay.
Ah shit. Okay.
Or let's just do it by group. Okay, and then we'll rule.
Can you do group by group and see if I got it correct?
Yeah, we'll do group by
group.
group.
It'll be faster. Yeah.
Okay. The next country I will ask you to find on the map is Ecuador.
Wait, is Ecuador in North America? That's South America.
You tell me.
Shit. Wait. I think it's south. It's supposed to be somewhere like there. Wait. How do I?
I think you gotta click to drag.
Okay, wait a minute. Ecuador is, I think, a small country. You know what? Ecuador? I think Ecuador's right here.
All right.
Ecuador.
Let's see if you're right. And then two more. You gotta find Senegal next.
All right. Africa. I know Africa's here. Oh, Senegal, I think will be here.
All right, and then we gotta find the Netherlands.
Where's Europe? Wait, that's Africa. Wait.
What are you doing? Okay,
Europe.
You gotta. All right, we'll get some things going. So you found Senegal, right? And then the last thing you need to find is the Netherlands.
Alright. Let me just. I know. Scroll down. Netherlands. Okay. No, wait. No. That's what am I doing? I'm looking at Africa. What am I doing? Fuck. What am I? Okay, Europe's a little above here. Okay. Europe. I think Netherlands are sort of big country, so I'm gonna say here. All right.
Okay. Dude. You don't know which country you just clicked, right? Before I reveal, everyone knows which country this one you just clicked. Actually, both of them. Okay, we'll reveal the final results for Group A, okay? So you're saying this is where...
Wait.
This is, no. Wait.
Can I switch?
This is where the Netherlands is,
Wait, no,
right?
Actually, no.
Do you know...
I'll put it here. How do I unclick? How do I unclick?
No. Okay, unclick. You got to do shift click. So that's Netherlands.
Wait, actually, no. Wait.
Yo! Oh, shit. Back.
Are we back? Okay.
I think we're back.
Right.
So let's go ahead and...
okay, Netherlands will be here.
Okay. First you clicked Ukraine, then you clicked France.
Ukraine and France?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, France is here?
No. I'm not telling you because you got to figure that out in the next one. But let's find I should have not told you, actually. I kind of spoiled it for you. But let's show the countries that you selected. Okay? So first, Nihar, we looked at Qatar. And Qatar, you selected this one, correct? This one right here?
Yeah.
All right. Let's find out what the country you selected is. It's Greece.
Are you serious, bro?
Nihar, you've been to Greece.
Dude, I don't point it out on a map, so I just go. When I go on vacation, I'm like, I'm going to go here. I don't look at a map and be like, I'm going to point there. This ain't the medieval times, man, where I look at maps, bro. Like, what am I, bro? Like,
You picked
like, bro, like, I'm not like Ferdinand Magellan, bro. Like, be like, oh, like, I'm gonna like go around the globe, man. Like,
this
point
guy
with my
picked
compass, bro. I'm not gonna do this, man. Like, our matey, like, I'm like Jack Sparrow, like, no, bro.
Oh God.
I don't do this Henry Hudson, Ferdinand Magellan shit, bro. I look at I go on the Southwest Airlines and I say, actually no, wait, Southwest is domestic, but I say, I look at Emirates or whatever, those international ones and be like, yo, book me a ticket to Greece. That's all I say. I don't look at a map.
You don't know where Greece is? If you get lost, bro, how are you gonna know where you are in the world?
I got Google Maps for that.
Okay, fine. All right, so this guy thought Greece was Qatar. I'm gonna tell you where it is, okay? Qatar's right there.
Whoa, wait! I knew it was a small country.
Qatar's right there, okay?
Oh,
all
sure.
right.
Wait, I thought Qatar's in Europe.
You're joking, right? You think Qatar's in Europe?
No, it's in Asia. No, it's in Asia. Wait. No, it's in Asia.
Yeah, Middle East, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
yeah,
okay. And this guy thought Qatar was in Europe. Okay, let's move on. Let's not waste too much time, okay? The next country is Ecuador. Let's see, Nihar, if you got Ecuador correct.
Come on, I know I got this one correct, bro.
All right. Is this Ecuador? It is Bolivia. To be fair, it was a good guess, okay?
Please tell me Ecuador.
I think Ecuador's this.
No,
that's
I was
Ecuador.
so close. Fuck.
Yeah, so
I knew it was
that's
a
where
small
Ecuador is. I'll give you points. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
So let's move on. The next one is Senegal. It
was in Africa, so I knew I got it right.
Is this Senegal? Drum roll, please.
Yes.
It's Mozambique.
What? Wait, where's Senegal?
Senegal is this country, Nihar. This is Senegal. Right here. It's West Africa.
Dude. So at least I knew it was in Africa.
Okay, congrats. You knew Senegal was in Africa. Okay. And finally, you thought the Netherlands was Ukraine. Then you said, wait, let me change. And then you moved it. Let's see if you got Netherlands correct at the end. Drum roll, please. It's Hungary. No, Nihar. The Netherlands is there. That's the Netherlands. Okay? I mean, you were closer in the last one, but unfortunately, Nihar, very bad. You did not get a single country correct.
Okay, I think I'm going to get one in that one.
Okay. let's so we're currently sitting at 0 for 4 right now, okay? I'm going to turn off this and then we're going to go back. All right. We're going to do Group B now. Okay? So the first country I want you to find for Group B is England. Please tell me you know where England is, bro. Find England on a map.
England has to be kind of big size. Let me scroll here. Wait. Okay. England's fairly big, I think.
Wait, dude. Okay.
All right. England right here.
You're definitely trolling, bro.
Wait.
You're 100% trolling.
No, I'm not.
You think that's England? Okay, let's
Whoa,
move on.
Wait, hold up. You know, I'm going to say this is England.
Okay, wait, you gotta deselect that one.
Shift click. Let's be this one.
Okay, so
Wait,
that's
wait.
England. Oh my god.
Wait, shit. I actually don't know.
Dude, just pick one and call it England.
No, this is too small. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Because I know like the top one.
Yeah.
Wait,
okay.
no, that doesn't make sense. Wait, England and Russia are not next to each other.
All right.
Wait, hold up. Wait.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to pick. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2,
All right.
1. All right. You've made your choice for England. That's where England is. We'll find out. Your next choice is Iran.
Fuck. Wait.
You gotta find Iran on a map.
Okay, Iran's hella small. It's like here.
Okay. Now we'll move on. We're going to do USA.
Oh, finally! Come on. Where's Uncle Sam? Where are you? Come on.
Kind of laggy. You can just click it. All right, there you go. There's USA. And then finally, you got to find Wales.
Bro, nobody knows where Wales is on a map, bro. Okay. I think Wales is hella small, so I'll be here.
Okay. All right, and those are your picks for Group B. So now let's find out your results. Close. So the first one I asked you to find was England, which you selected is right there, right? Right around here where I'm circling, okay? Is that England? Time to find out. That's Turkey. Nihar, how do you not know where England is on a map,
Dude,
bro?
I don't know,
England is so... Oh, my God.
Wait,
okay.
where's England, bro? Don't tell me that bitch-ass country's England.
This is England.
That's England? It's that small?
That's England. Well,
Bro.
and the thing is, I'll give you credit here. We'll go with it again. But Iran, which country did you select as Iran? Just point it on the screen.
I think it was that one.
Right, that one. Okay. Before I show you the country, Nihar, that is one of the most recognizable silhouettes of a country in the map.
Wait, is that Palestine?
No!
Oh, that's Israel.
No! Oh my God. Okay, so we'll find out what country you selected for Iran, okay?
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Set.
What? That's
You
Italy?
selected Italy. You thought Italy is Iran.
Wait, dude.
You want to know where Iran is?
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
Iran.
you bitch ass. No way, bro. How is Iran bigger than England, bro?
Yeah, it is bigger than England. Or actually, maps also get distorted, so it might not be. I'm not sure, but I think it is bigger than England. And finally, Wales.
No, United States, bro.
Oh, United States. Congrats. The
Dude,
one
let's
country.
go.
The one country you got correct. The United States.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm literally like that, bro. I'm him.
All right, and finally, Wales. I'll give you credit. This country is actually not selectable on this map. I'll tell you why. Wales is part of the United Kingdom. They have United Kingdom looped in as
So Wales
one
is
selection.
Right there.
Wales is this portion right here, okay?
Okay.
That's Wales. All right. Let's move on to Group C after that abysmal performance. Should we deselect everything or should we just keep them selected?
Let's keep them selected.
Let's keep them selected. All right. Next one, Group C. Nihar, could you tell me where Argentina is?
Of course. So Argentina's in South America. We know that.
I'm going to try and keep a poker face for the rest of this.
Argentina, Buenos Aires.
All right. We got to deselect. We got to deselect.
Right here.
Okay, you have selected Argentina. Is that your final selection?
Yes.
All right. Your next one is Saudi Arabia.
All right, come on, you Middle East countries. Where are you at? Okay, so Iran's right there when we did that. No, that wasn't Iran. No, actually, no, it was here. That was Iran.
Yep.
Saudi Arabia should be right here.
All right, so that's your selection for Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
All right. The next one is Mexico.
Mexico, southern border, baby.
All right. And then your final one is Poland.
I took the walk to Poland. All right, so if like this was Italy, should be somewhere else. I think Poland should be here.
All right. So that is your final selection?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's go and move to the results and see if you got it right.
Argentina's down there. Yeah, let's just see.
So you first selected Argentina, right? Is this Argentina right here? Let's find out. It's Peru.
Fuck, so close.
Yeah. I think I think Argentina is this one. This is Argentina.
Oh, I was about to select that.
Yeah, so you missed it. Not bad. Not a bad choice. Now for Saudi Arabia. You selected this one right here.
Yep.
Is
No,
that...
wait,
Yeah, this one.
Oh, yeah, up there, yeah.
So is that... Let's move it more middle so people know where I'm pointing to. Is this Saudi Arabia?
Better be.
Nihar, it's Pakistan. Nihar, please tell me. How do you not know that's Pakistan?
How am I supposed to know that?
Bro, you're Indian.
So?
How do you not know where Pakistan is?
How is anybody supposed to know that, bro?
So Saudi Arabia is right here.
I was not that far off, actually.
This is considered the Middle East right here, okay? All right. And then, did you get Mexico
Come on,
correct?
yeah, I get Mexico correct.
Let's find out if you got Mexico correct.
I literally did, bro.
Oh, congrats! You got Mexico correct. Congrats! Congrats!
Dude, I know my countries, bro. I got 2 countries correct. Dude, I don't even know my
All right.
geography.
All right. And then, last but not least, Poland, which you selected right over there. Did you get Poland correct? Congrats! You got Poland correct!
Let's go!
Let's go! You knew where Poland was.
I knew it,
He
bro.
took the walk to Poland, bro. Congrats. All right, let's move on to Group D. All right, Group D, Nihar. Can you tell me where France is?
Here we go, sir.
All right.
France.
Okay, next one. Do you know where Australia is?
This is Poland. This is France. Shit, Australia should be hella close by. This is Australia right here. Actually, no, it's Australia. Is it Poland? No. You know what? I'm gonna take a gamble.
Okay, so that's your pick for Australia.
Actually, no, it's not.
Wait, why?
Fine.
Okay, you're picking that as
Yeah,
Australia. Okay. Your next one is Denmark.
Actually, no, wait. No, I'm not picking that as Australia.
All right, fine. Where is Australia?
I'm gonna say Australia's here.
Okay, that's Australia.
And this is Denmark.
Where?
Here.
Where'd
This
you
will-
click?
here.
Okay.
This'll be-
Click that as Denmark. All right, and then your last one is Tunisia.
Tunisia's Middle East. Should be somewhere here. I think Tunisia's like. I'll say this small thing right here.
Okay. All right, so that's your pick for Tunisia. Group D correct. And we'll start off with France. Nihar, which one did you select for France?
That one over there.
Okay, so is that France?
Give it to me.
Let's
Come
see.
on,
Show
dog.
country name. Is this France? Congrats. You got this as France. All right.
Bro, I'm on a roll. That's like I got Poland now, bro. 2 in
You
a row.
got, this is 3 in a row because you got Mexico.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, next one is Australia. Can you point to me where Australia was?
I think I said this one.
That's Germany.
Germany. Fuck.
You selected Germany. Do you want to know where Australia is?
Yeah.
It's not in Europe, Nihar. Australia is its own fucking continent. This is Australia.
Oh, what the fuck?
Nihar, what is wrong with you?
I forgot Australia is a continent. Fuck.
You thought Australia was Germany? Oh my god.
Okay, at least I know where Germany is.
All right.
Country, correct.
Denmark. Which one did you select for
Wait, go
Denmark?
up. I said it was next to Poland.
Right. You said this one is Denmark,
Yes.
right? Let's find out if this is Denmark. No, it's fucking Ukraine, Nihar. It's Ukraine. I told you earlier. How did you think?
Oh shit! Yeah, because this is Russia.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Wait.
I mean, I got it.
Oh yeah, that's why the wars happen. Oh, bro, I'm so stupid.
Bro, that's Ukraine. I was like, how could you pick that?
Wait, where's Denmark?
Denmark is right here. This is Denmark.
That tiny ass country.
It's right north. It's north of Germany. All right, and then your last
Tunisia.
one is Tunisia. Where did you point Tunisia? Point with the. Could you point to me where on the
Oh,
screen?
this tiny ass country right here.
That's Syria. you thought
Oh, where's
Tunisia was Syria. To be fair, a lot of people might not know where Tunisia is. I know where Tunisia is. Tunisia is right here.
Bro, are you serious?
Have you heard of Carthage?
Wait, it's in Africa?
It's in Africa. It's an African
I thought it was a
country.
Middle East.
No, Tunisia is there.
That was Asia.
The highlight is when you pick Germany as Australia, when Australia has its own fucking continent, bro. All right. Regardless.
Hey, halfway there. Let's go.
All right. We are in Group E. Nihar, could you tell me where Spain is?
Let's go. Spain is in.
Oh, shit. We got to deselect.
Yep.
All right, Nihar, can you tell me where Spain is?
Yes, I got you, bro. Or I think I got you. Let's go to my South America. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, we're going to South America.
Wait. Or Spain in North America. Not in North America.
I can't. I'm trying really hard to keep a poker face. Okay, find Spain.
Hold up, bro. No, wait. No, Canada's there, so there's no way. No, Spain's in South America, bro. We all know this. No, this was like, I remember this was Argentina.
Yeah.
What are the other countries?
Well, I'm just telling you to find Spain right now.
España.
Okay, you selected that as Spain. All right, next one is Costa Rica. Nihar, we went there together, so you should know where Costa Rica is on a map. Oh boy. Nihar, where is Costa Rica?
No way, it's this tiny ass country right here.
Okay. So that's your pick for Costa Rica. Next is Germany.
Well, I know where Germany is now because we already selected it.
Yeah, so we can skip Germany and go to Japan.
So at least I get a point for Germany.
Sure. At this point, this has been so bad, sure.
Japan. Japan, where are you at?
Where is Japan?
Wait, no, this is India. It's Pakistan, we know. This is Japan.
Okay, that's your pick for Japan?
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Let's do it.
And then, okay, that's it. Okay, so then we'll now see where you picked Spain. Let's go back to where you picked Spain, okay? So, which one did you select as Spain on the screen?
Like this.
Okay, so let's see. All right. Is this Spain? Nihar, it's Chile. Okay? First of all, you know why I was really trying my hardest not to laugh?
Because Spain's in North America?
Spain's not in North or South America. Spain's in Europe.
What?
Spain is in Europe.
Oh my god, bro.
This is Spain.
Wait, where? Oh.
Nihar.
Wait, it's right next to France?
Nihar. Spain is a European country. Nihar, you took Spanish. How do you not know where Spain is? How do you not know Spain's in Europe?
Dude, how are people supposed to know all these things, man?
Nihar, you took Spanish. You should know where Spain is. I can't tell if you're joking or taking this actually.
No, I'm taking this seriously.
You're seriously thinking Spain is not a European country. Do you have any idea how embarrassed Taiwan must be right now? This man's we literally had him over in the last episode talking about, what he wants to do in Washington, D.C. And here you are just embarrassing him. All right, let's move on. Where did you click Costa Rica? That one, right?
Tiny ass country.
All right, let's see if this is Costa Rica.
Because it is. Costa Rica.
No, it's Guyana.
That's a country name?
Yes, Guyana.
Bro, dude, that's not a real country.
Do you want to know where?
Outdated,
Nihar,
bro.
we went to Costa Rica, bro.
Yeah, I know we did.
Costa Rica is right here.
What?
That's Costa Rica.
It's right below Mexico?
Yes. It's like, remember
It's that tiny?
Remember we went to Panama too?
I wasn't there for that.
Oh wait, you weren't there for that. Okay, my bad. But no, okay. Bro, Costa Rica is not a South American country. It is a Central American country. Along with South of Mexico.
All right, we'll skip Germany.
Germany, because we already found out where it is. Japan, which you selected somewhere over there. This you selected as Japan.
Yes.
Let's find out if you're correct.
It's definitely Japan, bro.
You know what? I'm not gonna show you. First, I'm gonna show you something else. That's Japan, right there. Okay, that's Japan. You know what you selected, Nihar? You selected Thailand. Nihar, Thailand and Japan are very different places.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, let's move on to Group F. The question we've all been waiting for. Nihar, where is Belgium?
Like I said earlier, nobody can point this on a map, bro.
Dude, where is Belgium?
Belgium's a very tiny country. I'm aware of that. Should be near the... Oh, it should be somewhere here, bro. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Take out the thing.
All right, Nihar, where is Belgium?
This was Spain, right?
Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that.
That was Spain. Belgium? Spain. Belgium's a tiny ass country right here.
You're selecting that as Belgium?
Yeah.
All right. And then your next country is Canada.
All right, fine.
No. Stay on page. Yeah, don't. Yeah. You want to just one finger drag and click.
Finally.
Okay, that is Canada. Next one is Morocco.
Morocco, I know it's in Africa.
Okay.
Somewhere here. Almost like this thing.
Okay. And then your next one is Croatia.
I think Croatia's like this, like tiny ass country right there. It's not even click. You know, forget. Say this one.
Okay. That one you select is Croatia, okay?
All right, let's look.
All right, let's see if you are correct. Show country names. All right. Let's see if you got Belgium correct. Where did you select Belgium
I think
again?
somewhere there, right?
Now I don't even remember.
Well, I think I remember. It's right here. No, not Hungary. No, here.
Oh yeah, you clicked Slovenia instead of Belgium.
Where's Belgium?
Belgium is north of France. Nihar, I think you remember in World War I when Germany crossed Belgium to go to France.
Wait, they did?
That was an act of war because Belgium is a neutral country.
Oh.
So you should know Belgium's between Germany and France, okay? I'll give you a pass because
Canada.
honestly, you've had worse. And Canada, we already know you got Canada correct. We don't need to check. Let's go where Morocco is, which is that, Nihar. You selected Niger. No, Nihar. Morocco. So Morocco is an ocean country in Africa. It shares a strait with another country, and it's called the Strait of Gibraltar, and it's crossing over to Europe.
Oh, so it's like...
This is Morocco, right here. North of Spain, south of Spain, that is Morocco. And finally, Croatia. I don't blame you. That one's a hard one. You selected, I think...
This one.
Yeah, which is North
Macedonia.
Macedonia. Croatia is that country right here. This is Croatia. You were pretty close, to be fair, but that's where Croatia is. Okay? All right, let's move on to the last two groups. Yeah, let's do that. Thank you. All right, the next country you have to find is Brazil.
Here we go.
All right.
Brazil.
The next country you have to find is Serbia.
The hell with Serbia. We would definitely be near Croatia. And Serbia's here.
Okay. Then you got to find Switzerland. Okay, and then your last one is Cameroon. Okay, let's see if you are correct. Let us do the advanced.
Brazil, I know I got correct, bro. Come on.
Okay, Brazil, you got correct. I can tell you that. Yes. Serbia, which country did you do for Serbia?
Serbia, was it like...
Oh. All right, Serbia. Which one did you select?
I swear it's like somewhere here.
Okay, you selected Bulgaria. Serbia, I actually think I think you're very close. I think you actually bordered Serbia. There you go. That's Serbia.
Oh my god. What?
Yeah. Yeah, not bad, not bad. And Switzerland, which one did you select?
Oh, not Poland.
No. You already selected Poland. No, you selected that one on top of Poland. That is Belarus. All right?
Oh, where is it?
Switzerland is that. It is bordering Germany and Italy.
Is that tiny?
Yep. And finally, Cameroon, which you selected. And Nihar, we were talking about this.
No, not Niger. Wait. I selected.
That one, which is DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo.
Oh wait.
No, we already Mozambique. I'll tell you where. Cameroon is. That's Cameroon, right there.
Dude, I was so close.
Yeah, you were kind of close for that one. That one's okay. Like we'll give you a pass. Those are hard countries to find. Arguably Switzerland, you maybe should have found, but it's okay. All right, the last group. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let's deselect.
Portugal.
Your first one is Portugal.
All right. Wait. This is Spain. It's gonna be.
Okay. The next one you're gonna find is Ghana.
Oh, come on.
Okay, and then Uruguay. Okay, and then last one, the South Korea.
If Japan is here. South Korea is here.
All right. Now, real quickly, I'll say this. Portugal, you got it correct. Portugal, this is Portugal.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations. So, let's just confirm it. Portugal. Correct. Congrats. You got it. All right. Ghana, which one you selected? That is Somalia. Nihar. That is Somalia. If you see the Horn of Africa, it's always Somalia. Now, Ghana is a West African country. I might not be able to find it. There. Okay, I was really close. That's Ghana. Okay? That's Ghana. Uruguay, you selected which country? I think this one, right? That was Suriname.
What? That's
Okay.
a name?
Yeah, that is a country. And Uruguay is, I think this one. No, that's Paraguay. Sorry. This is Uruguay. Okay.
What the?
Uruguay's there. And finally, Nihar, you got that last one correct. South Korea is, in fact, there.
Oh, let's go. This is probably my best group. I think.
All right. And that wraps up Nihar Guess Finds Things on a Map.
Wait, let me see how I got correct. So I got USA. I got Mexico, Poland, France. That's 4.
Yeah. You got you knew where Spain was. We'll give that to you,
5,
and we'll give Germany to you.
6, Canada 7,
7.
Brazil 8,
Yeah.
and I got
Portugal
and Korea.
Korea.
10.
So you got 10 correct out of 32. Yeah, so our camera died in all
Yeah.
of that frenzy.
At least we got the map stuff right on there.
Yeah, we got the map stuff, so I think you guys can see that. But yeah, Nihar, what did you think of all of that?
I liked it. Interesting experience. But
Yeah, I think a lot of good moments came from that. A lot of
Yeah.
funny moments. Then we're gonna try and get some more funny moments in the Borty and Nihar show because I know that's gonna get a lot of people
Yeah.
laughing. So we're back. We're now gonna finish it off with Week 13 NFL picks. So let's go ahead
Let's get it,
and
man.
let's go see. The first game. Well, we were going to do the Buffalo Patriots game. I think we both would have picked
Yeah.
Bills, and the Bills did. The Bills
Yeah.
won. The Bills game just ended 24-10. So we both got that pick
Yeah.
right. So kudos to us. The next one is a Steelers at Atlanta game, and Atlanta is actually the underdog in this game. Pittsburgh is favored by 1 point. Nihar, who you got?
I think the Falcons pull it off.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think Mariota's gonna. He needs to save his job. So,
Yeah.
and to win their division, I think they really need this win, and they're at home, so I think they're gonna win.
I'm going to go with the Steelers. I think they're going on kind of a run right now, and this is kind of just to fuel the excitement for Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, he's been
So-
playing well.
He has been playing well.
He hasn't turned it over in the last couple of weeks, so I think
But
that's good.
For me, this is really the Atlanta does need a try in this game, so I
Yeah.
do see Atlanta getting away with a win, because Tampa Bay is not winning, so
Yeah.
it is what it is. But let's move on. Let's talk about this Denver Broncos at Baltimore Ravens
Yeah, I'm
game.
picking the Ravens, but Broncos got no chance. They're done. They're finished.
Same here. I think the Ravens are going to win this game. They need to win this game.
See, I'm
because-
happy you made sure the Broncos scored less than 20 points.
Yeah, I mean, the Broncos always end up scoring 16
Yeah.
in somehow, shape, and form. So that's why Baltimore's
No
favored
way.
by 8.5.
Pavin picked the
Yep.
Broncos.
I don't know. Well,
Damn, he has more belief in them than
Yeah.
me.
let's move on. Let's talk about Green Bay at Chicago. The owner is coming to Chicago. How do you think that's gonna go?
And I think he still owns them. There's some things that don't change. And, I remember, like I said, when the Packers were against the Bears, even though the Packers have been doing terrible, I was like, Packers going to win this game. 'Cause
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers owns the Cowboys.
yeah,
Same thing with the Bears.
yeah,
He owns the Bears. He's not going to lose to them.
yeah. I agree. I think the Green Bay's gonna win. But what if Chicago wins?
I mean, is Fields playing?
I do not know. But I think regardless, we're probably going Green
Yeah.
Bay, right? So we'll see if Fields is playing. But right now, we both got Green Bay. Let's talk about this Lions team that has been surprisingly competitive these last few weeks. Where they're at home against Jacksonville, fresh off a 2-point conversion stunner against Baltimore. What do we think?
Man, this is probably one of the tougher games to predict.
100%.
But I'm going to give the edge to the Lions.
Yeah,
Because I think at home, and also I think Lions have been playing some pretty good football lately.
they have. I mean, they
Yeah.
kept things close with the Bills.
Yeah.
Bills had to earn that game. And I think the Detroit Lions
Yeah.
give some credit. They should
Man,
win
if
this
they
game.
pulled off some wins earlier in the season, if they, got, had finished those one possession games, I think they could have been, a wild card.
They could easily be competing for a wild card spot.
But
right
I
now.
think Jared Goff is good for that team.
Yeah, you think so?
I don't think they need a new quarterback.
Do you
so
think they need a new coach?
probably a new coach?
Okay, yeah. Sad to see because I love MCDC a lot, but it is what it is. But this next game, Deshaun Watson's back, and he's going to Houston.
His accusers
Yeah,
and the lawyer are gonna be at the game.
they're getting box seats to watch.
See, I don't get that. Like, if this guy did all that to you, right?
Yeah,
Like, why are you watching him play football?
I think it's kind of more to scare Deshaun Watson.
But they're in box seats. So he's not gonna even see them.
But just him knowing about that, just knowing they're at the game, it
Yeah.
might get into his head.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. We don't know. We'll see. But this is going to be a really good idea of what the Cleveland Browns are going to look like for the foreseeable future. Who you got?
I think the Browns. I mean, Texans are just not good.
Is it a close game or is
Nah.
it a good? Okay.
I feel like the Browns should comfortably win.
I think there's going to be a little bit of growing pains for Deshaun Watson. It
Yeah.
will probably be I really want to see how the crowd is going to react. That's
boy.
that's going to be one crazy. I'm sure our next podcast, the crowd noise or
Probably
the crowd is
NFL will definitely
100% should have
yeah.
something relating to what the Houston crowd did. It's going to be insane. I really want to see what the crowd does, and I think it's going to be a close game though, because the way the way things ended with Houston and Deshaun, I think they just have a little extra push to make this a close game. But I do think Cleveland wins, and I think Cleveland is going to be a force to be reckoned with for the rest of the season. So, let's move on to the next game. We got the Jets at the Vikings. The kind of a big game.
You know, I don't see how people. I wouldn't mind if people pick the Jets. Like I could see why.
Yeah.
Because of the way Mike White's playing. You know, Minnesota defense isn't good, and the Jets defense is amazing.
Yep.
But I think Vikings at home. I think they got this.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the Jets are a good team.
It'll be a
but
close
they're gonna,
game though.
They're going to I don't think they're gonna win against the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings really need to cement themselves as a top 2 seed.
I think they showed grit after getting blown out by the Cowboys, and then putting on a
With the
really good
Patriots.
performance against the Patriots, and now you have a chance to put on another good performance against the Jets. So
Yeah, I agree. But let's move on. Let's talk about this Washington Commanders divisional NFC East game. It's gonna be a good one. Washington Commanders at the New York Giants.
I think it'll be a split. So I think the Giants will win this one because they're at home.
Okay.
But the next week they're gonna be in Washington, right?
Yeah.
So I think Commanders will take that one. So that's for me would be
Interesting.
So I see you pick the Commanders though.
I am picking the Commanders.
So would you pick the so if the Commanders play at home against the Giants, would you pick the Commanders too, or does it depend on how this game plays?
I think it'll be dependent on how this game goes. If
Okay.
this game is a close game, I'm taking the Giants the next game.
Okay.
But I do think Commanders are going to win this because I think the New York Giants are now starting to slip and starting to slide. And now the Commanders,
Wait, are they 7-5 right now?
they are currently, I think so, right? Let's see the record. Commanders they are 7-5. You're right. The Commanders,
if they win, that's gonna be
they're going to be 8-5. And then the Giants, who are the same record, I believe,
are gonna be
7-4. They're 7-4. They'll be
7-4,
7-5. Man, yeah, and it's gonna look like the Giants are gonna slip up. I got Commanders winning this one, but I agree. I do think they should split. In
Yeah.
a ideal world, they should split. Let's move on. We're talking about the 10-1 Philadelphia Eagles at home against
AJ
the
Brown
Tennessee
revenge game.
AJ Brown's revenge game.
I think the Eagles got this.
I think so.
I think
too.
Titans will make it pretty hard on Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
Tennessee defense is really good.
Right.
When they have all their guys and their offense, I mean, you can't you can't not underestimate, but you can't take Derrick Henry lightly.
But I was very disappointed in their performance against
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
I
They
picked
should've-
Cincinnati though. I knew Cincinnati. Would
I
somehow
picked
find a way.
Tennessee, but unfortunately Tennessee did let me down. I thought Tennessee would get revenge for their playoff game. They did not.
Yeah.
It's really embarrassing. I do think the Philadelphia Eagles win this game, and Tennessee loses another one. But an NFC West matchup that would have been cool if Russell Wilson was here and Matt Stafford was a Super Bowl quarterback. But you have two teams who you think the good one is not the good one, and that is the Los Angeles Rams. The good one is the Seattle Seahawks. How do you think this game's going to go?
This should be an easy win. The Rams don't have Stafford, Kupp, Aaron Donald, Allen Robinson, all out.
Very depleted.
So this should be an easy win for Seattle. Seattle's had a couple of back-to-back losses in close games, so I think this will be good for them.
Yeah,
And to get
repping
a
the
win.
Seahawks right
Yep.
now.
They're gonna get a
So-
win. Gino's been balling though. No matter what what's going on, Gino's been going crazy. So
Yeah. Yeah, I got Seattle winning this one too. Although I think it'll be a close game because it's a divisional matchup
yeah,
because they're weird like that. But yeah, Seattle at Los Angeles Rams. Seattle's going to win that one. Next one, we got the Miami Dolphins at the San Francisco 49ers. This is one I think is the game of the week. Who do you
it's gonna
think is
be a
going to
great
win
game.
this one?
I got Miami winning.
Yeah.
Dolphins have just been playing at a crazy high level right now. Their offense has been clicking on all cylinders. I just see no team stopping them right now in terms of the offense.
Do you think Miami just wins out the rest of their schedule
Possibly,
and
yeah.
season? Yeah. I think the Niners, if they have one game to lose for the rest of their season, it is this one. And for that reason, I'm picking the Miami Dolphins too, unfortunately.
All right.
Because, Mike, come on, man. There's so many former 49ers on that Miami Dolphins team. They know what
Especially
San Francisco's going
McDaniel,
to do.
like he's an offensive genius.
Yeah, and it all comes from his background in San Francisco. So he's going to know exactly what they're going to do. He's going to find a way to win that game because he knows the system. And if you know the system, you know a way to beat the system. And I think Mike McDaniel knows how to beat his own system back in San Francisco last year. Unfortunately, it hurts to say, but I think Miami's going to win this game. And I think this should be
Dolphins. Let's go.
This should be the only game the Niners lose for the rest of the season. Maybe Tampa Bay, and
I doubt not. They'll be Tampa.
I don't know, man. Like Tom Brady is Tom Brady. You can never count Tom Brady out.
I mean, they lost to Cleveland last week, so in a game they should have won.
There's always this thing that Tom Brady loses to weird teams, but then at the end of the season he just wins it. You know, he keeps winning. I still think San Francisco will beat Tampa Bay, regardless of how this outcome goes. But yeah, no, I say I'm sorry, but I think Miami's going to win this game. If the Niners had to lose a game, because they have to lose one more game, I think the Niners are not going to win the rest of their schedule. It would be the Miami Dolphins. So there you have it. The next game is also a great one for AFC playoff picture. Cincinnati at home against Kansas City.
You know I got the Bengals, bro.
Ah, come on,
Dude,
man.
Jamar Chase is back. You remember what happened last year? I think when Jamar Chase had 329 yards receiving,
Yeah.
he went crazy. And no one on the Chiefs secondary can guard him.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the Bengals defensively got better. They're protecting Joe Burrow better now, and he's finally getting his best weapon back. It'll be a high-scoring game, but, I think Cincinnati pulls it off in the end. I feel like as an offense, like, they're starting to click.
Okay.
I think they're finally, like, Joe Mixon's starting to find his groove. I think, T. Higgins has been stepping up. Boyd's been good. The protection has been better. And, I feel like this team, they're going to be a lot more ready for a playoff push now.
Okay.
So I got Cincinnati.
I'm taking Kansas City. I know that Kansas City probably should lose they'll probably lose one more game in their schedule, and I would not be surprised if they lose this game. But come on, like I know Kansas City has it in them to beat this team. Kansas City should win this game, but I'll give respect where respect is due. If the Cincinnati Bengals win, I will not be surprised. This game should be a shootout. I think it'll be in the 30s for both of them. It'll be a really fun game to watch, that's for sure. But this next one is a AFC West matchup. The Chargers and the Raiders, round 2, this time in Vegas. Who you got?
I think the Raiders got this one.
Okay.
I think right now the Raiders have been playing some pretty good football lately.
They're on a hot streak.
Once Carr, I think after, Carr was, passionate to the media, he was crying. He was like, they try so hard and, they just work so hard and, try to get the best results. I think they won 2 games after that.
Yeah.
They've had back-to-back overtime wins, against, not good teams,
Denver.
So Denver, who's a good defensive team.
And Seattle.
And Seattle, who's
You're
a
saying
good
Seattle's
team.
not a good team?
No, I said Broncos are a good defensive team.
Okay.
And
But
Seattle, who's a good team.
Okay. Yeah, no, the Seattle game was very, very impressive, especially with Josh Jacobs going off at the end.
Over 300-yard scrimmage.
And like the whole game, he was a monster. I think the Raiders continue their winning ways, and they split with the Chargers.
I think so too.
Do we think the Raiders finish 10-7?
It'll be tough because they have the Chiefs to play.
And the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They got a lot of hard teams to face. But, I mean, are you here for it? A 10-7 run for the Raiders?
Could they have that same run like they did last year? Who knows?
Yeah.
This team they're talented enough to do that. That's all I'll say. Yeah.
They are 100%. Last 2, Indianapolis at Dallas Sunday night.
Man, this should be San Francisco. Miami should be Sunday night, bro.
Yeah, this game should have been flexed out. But who you got for that one?
Dallas, though I don't like the Cowboys, but they've been playing some good football
They
lately.
have. We got to give respect to them. And I do think that's why Philadelphia is on high alert, because if they lose one more game.
Dallas is favored by.
Dallas is favored by a lot. They're favored by 10.5. They're the highest favored team out of all the games this season. But lastly, we got New Orleans versus Tampa, round 2.
I know Brady has a tough time scoring against the Saints.
Yeah.
But I think, he's going to have a pretty good performance.
Yeah.
This time around, because the Saints offensively is the worst.
Yeah,
I've
they
can't score.
They put up 0 points against the 49ers.
That's because Niners defense is also
amazing.
Really good,
but yeah, I think the Saints are in the wrong direction. They're going the wrong direction, and the Buccaneers are going in the right direction. But they lost to Cleveland, which was thought was unexpected. But hey, like overtime and all that stuff, super fun. But hey, like we still think Tampa wins this division, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So we both got the Buccaneers. I think this week we're pretty similar. I think the only differences were what did we really have a difference on?
The Steelers
and the Cincinnati Chiefs.
The Commanders won too, right?
And the Commanders won, yeah.
I said the Giants, and said the I said Bengals, you said Chiefs.
Yeah.
So 3 games we defer.
Yeah, but we'll see. This is going to be a big week for some of these high teams like Kansas City, San Francisco, Miami, Cincinnati. These 4 teams are going to have a big game tomorrow, on Sunday. Sorry. But yeah, that is the Borty and Nihar Show, episode 11. This is 11 episodes done. We're back. We're back in the Bay. Next week, we are going to have another episode. But then the week after, we're in Vegas. We'll see what we want to do for that episode. But for now, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you loved all the shenanigans we had today. I had a lot of fun doing that as well. What do you think, Nihar?
Bro, the map thing, I think that's something unique.
Yeah.
And it's something, new element we brought to the show.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think we got to keep doing, things like that, keep getting more creative.
Yeah, we'll see what people think when we show it on Instagram and on YouTube. Some more coming, some things coming soon. I'm really excited for everyone to see this one.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for listening. This has been episode 11. We'll see you next week, all right? So take care and
see ya.